Booyah, welcome
And
back to part 4 of Sausage Boy Silliest
we're
Conspiracies.
back, folks. I think I know that symbol. I know that symbol really well.
Do you want to read one of them?
Should I give it a read?
Yeah, give it a read,
Let's
Rooney.
see how we go. We're switching up the reading a little bit here. The Illuminati conspiracy theory.
Ooh.
This is great.
This
This
is-
is probably my favourite.
I think this might already be based from what I know about it.
It's so good. Okay. The Illuminati conspiracy theory contends that a secretive and powerful global elite known as the Illuminati control world affairs and manipulate governments, finance, and media to establish a new world order. I don't really understand what that means, just the new world order.
Mhm.
I can't really understand what that actually looks like. Okay, but anyway, according to this theory, the Illuminati are believed to be a clandestine organization comprised of influential individuals from various spheres of society who work covertly to achieve global domination and enforce their own agenda. Okay. Proponents of this theory often claim that symbolism such as the all-seeing eye or the pyramid is evidence that of the Illuminati's presence in popular culture and historical events. However, the notion of the Illuminati as a shadowy group orchestrating global control is widely regarded as a baseless conspiracy, lacking substantiated evidence.
Yada, yada, yada. Signs.
Yeah, the concept has its origins in historical inaccuracies and has been perpetuated through various pop culture references and internet speculation.
Yeah. Well, there's too much kind of going on with this one. I feel like people have been talking about it for too long.
Yes.
There are secret societies, so it's not that difficult to believe. Because I'm going to put Illuminati with, like, we've got Bohemian Grove, we've got the Tea Party, we've got all these things. It's not that difficult to believe. I don't know how supernatural it is. I'm not convinced about the all-seeing eye. Maybe it is a thing.
It's very similar to the Hollow Earth theory. Because what happens with a lot of these conspiracy theories, there's this idea that you're being lied to, and there's a group that control everything you're doing.
Yeah.
And especially with the Illuminati, there's an idea that Jay-Z, Beyonce, Ellen DeGeneres, these are all members, and they all know about like what's going on in Antarctica, and on the North Pole. They know what's going on,
I will say,
and they're hiding it.
maybe because it is such a big conspiracy, you have the most annoying people out there talking about that. That kind of discredits it for me.
Yes.
I kind of do believe it. I kind of would go based with this one.
What's going on with the hand thing? That's the
all-seeing eye. That's the idea.
Yeah, but why is Jay-Z doing that?
Something to do with the pyramids.
But why is he doing it? Is he letting people know we're the Illuminati? Hey, by the way, I'm in this.
Well, isn't it funny? They're called, like, I've only just realized this, that they're throwing up the rock. Why is a triangle the rock? What does a triangle have to do with a rock?
Interesting. Yeah, I actually don't know. Is that what it is? Throwing up the rock sign?
I don't think it's in pop music. I don't think it's blah, blah, blah. I think there is probably, we know there are groups out there, secret societies. So I'm going to go based with this one.
Yeah, I guess any ways to diminish this? Yeah, group secret societies, New World Order. I think it's pretty straightforward. I think it's kind of like, I think that's a classic conspiracy theory.
Where are you feeling with this?
I'm feeling based.
I'm feeling based.
I can't find, because what happens, it's like either, because it just happens. It's just true.
Yeah.
When you are successful, you do hang around like the elite. And there is a global elite that all do know each other and have meetings, and it's just the way things are. And there's no way really around that.
Yeah, it's
So
believable.
it's a classic
It's based.
conspiracy theory.
It's technically based.
Yeah, you can always dig into that, and you're always going to find something. I really like that one. That's great.
Up next, we've got the Robert Kennedy conspiracy. Have you heard anything about this one?
No, I may have. I'm trying to see where they go with it. Something about him not being killed, but anyway. Anyway, let's go. What do we got?
So the Robert Kennedy conspiracy theory centers around the assassination of American politician Robert F. Kennedy in 1968. While Saran, a Palestinian Arab, was convicted of the murder, he's got two names. He's got two of the same names.
That is pretty cool. Is that
That's
his
pretty
last
cool,
name?
Yeah. This conspiracy theory suggests that there was a broader conspiracy involved. Proponents claim that there may have been multiple gunmen and that Saran was merely a patsy or a hypnotized scapegoat. They argue that the motive for the assassination was related to Kennedy's political positions and potential to challenge the establishment. Various pieces of evidence, including witness testimonies and inconsistencies in the official investigations, are cited as support of this theory.
This is such a deep conspiracy theory that I've never been really interested in, which is going to make it very hard for me to almost give an opinion.
Because I've never heard of this.
Right.
I've never heard of this, but
it's so tricky. I don't feel I can't even talk because it's so deep.
One person kills a guy.
Right.
It's a politician, which makes sense, but it would also make sense that someone could put a hit out on him.
Yes. And I've heard from the vague stuff I've encountered talking about the assassination, it all holds up and it just makes sense.
Yeah.
I think this might, again, this is just going off, I think it might be a high A. Because the stuff I've heard about it.
You really believe it?
Yeah, I think from what I've heard, there's not even a question.
I'm happy to go based, actually, because I wouldn't disagree with it. Yes. Obviously, this is one that, like you said, there's a lot to it. Maybe you have to go into it more, but I would go high A.
Let's go high A.
High A or based.
High A or based. Let's just go. I don't want to give it based because I don't understand it and I haven't looked into it too much.
But given the
information
kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I probably need to do my own research. I'm going to say it's based because the people...
Government officials, CIA, there's classified documents.
Tim Dillon says it's not even a question, so
boom,
I'm just going to have to go based.
Let's go based.
Let's go based for that one. Something I don't even really know about, but I'm saying it's based.
So this next one is, again, a very... Okay. I feel like it's something recently it's really come to popularity.
Yeah, right. I see a dude standing on... I don't even really know what this is.
Could that be a flat Earth, potentially?
Oh, is that a flat Earth?
So we've had hollow Earth theory, which ended up in C. Let's see if flat Earth holds any water. A flat Earth conspiracy theory asserts that the Earth is not a spherical planet, but instead a flat disc-like shaped. According to this theory, all evidence supporting a spherical Earth, such as photographs from space and scientific measurements, are dismissed as part of a massive global conspiracy involving governments, space agencies, and scientific institutions. Proponents of this theory claim that the flat Earth is covered by a dome of firmament. I don't know even know what that. Put this in pure silly. I don't know what that word is. And then you like this one?
No, I've got an answer already.
And the North Pole is located at the center, while the Antarctic forms a wall around the edges to prevent people from falling off.
In all honesty, okay, I'm just gonna have to interject and say it's based. It's the greatest conspiracy theory there is.
But it's not based. It's silly.
But it has to be based because the people who believe it are so sure of it. And also, what happens with the flat Earth theory? It's a gateway drug. It's the ultimate gateway drug. It's like, hey, by the way, the world as you know it is completely wrong. You're completely being lied to. It starts with the world is actually flat, and everything else is a lie.
Yep.
Okay. And this is why I do like flat Earth, because it gets people on board.
Right.
It's literally like, hey, dude, the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
And everything you know is a lie.
But does that make it based?
I think it might be, because it's just... Because I think I've heard this take a lot, that the idea for flat earthers is like, it may not actually be flat, but that's just how we get people in. It's like a Trojan horse again. It's like, we don't think it's really flat. It's a funny thing to say, but dude, look at this stuff. That's how I have always heard as flat earth. Flat earthers will usually be like, let's stop talking about the flat earth stuff. The world isn't as we know it. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's start looking into everything.
So, for purely based on the Trojan horse, you want to put that. You want to put this theory in based, because it's a gateway drug,
and also it's done purposeful.
Do you believe that the Earth is flat after hearing this argument?
It's the whole. Again, this is
no. Do you believe the Earth is flat? Yes or no?
With the argument, because what happens? What literally happens with it? If I want to go down that rabbit hole, yes.
No.
Yeah.
Do you believe that the Earth is flat? Yes or no?
I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know.
Because I believe it's flat.
You believe it? Because what happens is like this is probably the ultimate conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Because it makes you question every single thing.
I'm sorry, I'm a Cancer. I believe the Earth is flat.
Yeah, because what happens as well, it goes into the whole idea of simulation theory. Because what happens with flat Earth, it literally opens up the best conspiracy. Every single conspiracy theory you could think of starts with flat Earth, and it's like, yeah, dude, the Earth is flat. Also, we're living in a simulation.
So you're saying
also,
it's not even a theory. It's more. It is the Trojan horse.
It is the number one, like.
But wouldn't that make the theory itself, by definition, not based?
No, it's completely based because they know what they're doing. Every single flat earther has like a smirk on their face when they're like, hey, the world is flat, by the way. They've got a smirk. They're not like, the world is flat, proven wrong. It's like, no, the world is flat. They're all like, yeah, I probably know it's flat. Anyway, I've got some other things to tell you.
Yeah. The Earth is flat. The other person's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But let's talk about what
But
really
let's
is
talk
flat.
about what's really. And I feel every single flat earth debate, like on like Reddit, from my brother, from people who are flat earthers, are all like, yeah, I know it's not flat, but the idea behind flat earth is to get people talking.
Here's why I'm hesitant, because if you look at our list now, this really makes sense. The ones that are in based, this makes sense.
Yeah.
A makes sense, B makes sense.
Yeah.
We're going to ruin the list if we put flat earth in base.
The only thing flat earth makes sense because it's the only conspiracy theory that people are willing to take away and be like, yeah, of course not. The average flat earther is like, the world isn't actually flat, of course. I'm just getting you here because now you're going to go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, the earth isn't actually flat, which is the conspiracy.
That's the conspiracy.
So
but it's getting people on board. It's a good conspiracy theory because it gets people into the room. And it's a classic one.
It has merit, but the theory isn't true. Can we agree on that?
The theory in itself, it isn't about flat Earth. And this is where I get confused with flat earthers.
You're winning me over.
Yeah, because every single flat earther is like, yeah, dude, it's not about the world being flat. It's about everything else around that.
Is it almost, maybe by that logic, is it the most base?
I think it might, because it's like...
I can't put it as most base. I'm going to have to put it at the bottom of base.
Because I guess, yeah, what happens, the first two are just straight up like...
True.
Okay, yeah, just true. Maybe this thing happened. The flat Earth theory is the world, there are things going on.
Yeah.
Let's become a conspiracy theorist.
Okay.
The idea of flat Earth annoys people and it frustrates people. Because it's like, you're going against something that's obviously false. Like, obviously true that the world isn't flat. Like, it just isn't. It's going against science. It's going against the basic idea of life itself. And it's like, yeah, I am. Because life as you know it isn't as you know it.
We might have to end this episode here. Flat Earth is going in base.
It's going in base.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think, because you've really kind of won me over with that angle.
Because I've never met a flat earther that just stays there and thinks the world's flat. Every single flat earther I've talked to are like, yeah, it's not about that.
It's the initial push down the hill.
Because it seems so silly. As soon as you say to someone, I'm a flat earther, you get like rejected by society. It's like, why?
And they go,
why do they have such a problem with that?
Good. Now we can talk about Avril Lavigne.
Yeah. Because there is an idea. Why do people take such offense at flat Earth? Because the whole idea of life as you know it, if the world is flat, it literally blows your mind. Because everything you've been told is false.
Yeah.
And that's why flat Earth works. Because people get scared. It's like, that's so stupid to actually believe in that thing. And they're like, yeah, well, it's so stupid you believe in anything. Because nothing's real. Nothing's actually going on the way you think it is. Come join me.
Conspiracy theorists. Yes. Let us know if that is actually your angle when it comes to
flat
Earth.
I want to hear that. But I've heard it everywhere. Every single flat earther that I've come across or the research I've done is always like, I think they've even got a subreddit, and it's that idea. But anyway.
That's the end of part 4.
That is the end of part 4. We might try to power through some of these ones.
Yeah, we're going to put out part 5 very soon. But thanks for listening. Peace out. Yo.